Good afternoon. This is Destin from Camping World in lovely Center Conway, and we're going to be checking out the new and improved 2022 Thor Freedom Elite 22 FE F or C. This one just so happens to be on a Ford chassis, so the specs I'm about to belt off are based on the Fords. So the 22 FEF produced by Thor, MSRP of this is $106,730, 24.6 feet. That includes the overhang for the ladder right here. 11 foot high, 15 foot power awning on this with a 8,000 pound towing hitch. So we'll start off on the outside as always. Now this is going to be one of the, if not the least expensive Class C motorhome with a slide out. So MSRP just over 100,000. I can guarantee you it'll be under 100,000 all said and done. Starting off right at the front here, E350 chassis. Now this is no longer with the V10. This is with the Godzilla 7.3 liter V8 engine. Torque and horsepower are somewhat similar here. As we move down the line, there is our power awning. There is a LED light underneath there so you can see what you're doing outside. Windows that actually open. So there is our window in front of the sink right there. Underneath that, right next to the door, is a little hidey hole for storage. Now, all of this is rotocast plastic, which means it will not rust. It is very easy to clean. And there's even a nice little light back there to see what you're doing at night. 110 volt power right next to that, so you can plug something in outside here. And then our fridge access is going to be right in the back. It is a Dometic fridge here, gas and electric combo, making life a lot easier. Moving towards the back here. All right, all LED lights, tail lights, marker lights, etc., etc. Backup camera comes standard on this product. And underneath here, 8,000 pound towing hitch. 7-way plugs already equipped, and it's pre-wired for brake control. It does not have one standard. It does come with a wiring harness though. As we move on down, ladder to get up on the roof, and bear with me here. Look at that, we made it up on the roof. And just to give you an idea, one-piece TPO stretched roof, so there is no seams here. This nice little handy-dandy doodad is the solar connector. So if you do want a roof-mounted solar panel, it's all ripe and ready to go. Fridge exhaust, Coleman Mach air conditioner, and a Winegard 360 omnidirectional antenna. So you don't gotta spin the thing no more. I don't think there's much else cool up here. And now we've made it back down here. Let's go underneath the slide out, and before I go under, just want to show you over, there is a slide topper installed from Thor. Underneath here, this is our big outdoor storage. So you got a really nice spot here, very deep. You got your power cord, got a light. Underneath here, I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's your sewer out with your poles for it. Just the one spot, you don't need a Y pipe or anything fancy like that. Now, watch your head. One thing I don't like is to get to this storage, you may or may not crack your head on the slide out, so be warned. All right, freshwater connection. Why is it so high, you might ask? Well, it's a gravity fill fresh tank. A lot of times you still need a pressurized connection to put water into your fresh tank. Not with this. Dump a 5-gallon bucket down there, get a funnel of course, but that'll hit your tank. Right underneath there, city water connection with our black tank flush. City water here, black tank flush right under, yay. Cleans out your black tank. Owning 4,000 watt gas generator equipped here, which is enough to power the whole coach, including the air conditioner. It will run off the gas tank of the camper itself. Shut off feature, if under 25% gas, your generator will not fire. Not a bad idea, so you're not stranded in the middle of nowhere. 30 amp connection, TV in, or cable in, I should say. And then as we continue to move down here, hot water access, and then our propane fill. Here's a little factoid of the day. All the doors on these motorhomes have doors, and campers in general, I should say, have lockable doors, right? You will never see a lockable propane area, so if in case there is a fire department can easily access it without having to unlock it. You learned something today. And we make it to our front. There's nothing too much to see over here. You do have adjustable mirrors in case you want to move them around. I think that's about it. Let's head on inside here. And before we get in, I'll show off the warranty that Thor provides, because I think they're kind of beating the industry with it here. So, starting off, of course, you get a 1-year bumper-to-bumper warranty, pretty standard through the industry. Usually after that, you'll see a 2 or a 3-year structural. Well, Thor does a 12-year structural. They also have started doing a 6-year lamination warranty, which all of their fiberglass products here, no delamination for 12 years. Of course, if you have to keep up on your seals and such like that. It's not set it and forget it, but hey, we're making strides here. So now let's head on in and see what this coach has got going on. And we are inside. So as you first walk in, you'll notice there's a little latch right here. Well, that's where our coach battery is going to be. Another spot for your second right there. It looks like probably put in 4 or so if you wanted to go above and beyond. And before we make it too far, there's a lot of controls right by the door here. So you have an outlet for your kitchen, your awning controls, your awning light, and then your step light, which is a little light right by the steps. So you can see where you're going at night. These are our inside lights right there. And then underneath that is going to be our solar charge controller. So the charge controller is already built in, ready to take a solar panel. All you got to do is throw the panel on top. All right, so as we walk in here, actually a nice little layout. It's not a huge one, 24.5 foot. That's with the overhang for the ladder and everything. Decent amount of space here. Start off in the kitchen. You do get a really nice flip-up countertop. You get a 1-bay real metal sink. It's really deep sink too. Residential faucet. Then moving down the line here, if you're in, 3-burner cooktop. Glass inlay, so you get a little bit more counter space when you're not using it. 3 burners at the top, little mini oven underneath that, and a nice little pull-out for some pots and pans and stuff. You got a range hood with a fan and a light. And let's get into some of the storage here. Removable shelves. Readjustable if you want to change the height. Now, one thing Thor does a lot differently from some other manufacturers is all of their hardwood is actually screwed to the sidewall. Which you're probably thinking right now, like, well, aren't they all screwed to the sidewall? Nope, they're not. A lot of times you'll see glue or something like that holding these up, staples, something like that. No, these are actually screwed to aluminum studs. So even in an accident, nothing's going to come flying off the walls on this. Underneath here, a nice little sponge holder and some little mini drawers here. I think that's your mini one, and these are full extensions down to the bottom here. That one's a little deeper. And underneath that, heater block, storage under the heater block, little hidey hole for a mini trash can, and like I mentioned earlier, Dometic fridge. I think this is a 6 cubic foot gas electric combo. You can see by the fins there. There we go. Moving on to the bathroom. Actually, kind of a nice bathroom. They've extended the shelf here a little bit, so hers and then his. Correct me if I'm wrong. Nice little medicine cabinet. Underneath there, another little hidey hole, maybe for some linens or something like that. And you do have an outlet. The commode and the shower. Decent amount of space. They do give you a little skylight up top too. Fan control right here. Before I forget, and we're into the bedroom area. So the bedroom itself, queen size bed. You do get a decent walk around, which is really what the slide out's meant to provide you. On a coach this size without the slide out, you're stuck with one of those corner beds that you got to crawl over somebody to get out of. They did add a TV area for the bedroom. So you got a cable out, HDMI, and then your power right there. Thermostat for the camper right next to the bed, and then your light switch for the back here. All right. For wardrobe storage, you got a really, really big drawer there. And really nice storage right here. And we'll get to that door in a second. I kind of like the way they did this. Ladder to get up to the top bunk if you need to. Nice little privacy curtain they did too, so you can at least have the semblance of privacy while you're camping. All right. So I did forego this because this is not included in the wardrobe, but another little pantry area for some foods. And then that hidden door, nice little mirror here. Nope. It's actually access to the back wardrobe in case you wanted to grab from the front. Overhead storage, again, properly secured to the coach, not just glued on and stapled on. Hinges will keep it up, so you don't gotta keep them up there. Decent storage back there. And what they like to call the dream dinette. So it's a little bit wider than the traditional, very easy to break down to a bed. There's this fancy little lever here. Push down on that, there we go. Nice and easy. When you're done, bring it back up. Where is it? Can't feel my hand. Lock it in place, and you're solid. They did add this year fancy little wireless charger, but wait, there's more. Little USB and USB-C right in the center. So that's kind of cool. Cup holders, huge window. Of course, it's closed right now, but the window does open up. You can get a cross breeze. And as we move down here, electric outlets. Well, there's one right there. So you can have somebody working in the dinette while you're driving down the road. Speakers mounted underneath with a couple floodlights underneath too. They're just push button. And then right behind there, just in case there wasn't enough places to charge stuff, there's more USB chargers with a nice little pocket. If somebody's sleeping up here overnight or something, it'd be a good place to plug their phone in. Big swivel TV, so you can watch that from the dinette, or whoever's got over the cab sleeping is set right up if they're a TV watcher. You do get a window to the side so you can get a nice little view or a breeze. Couple cup holders way in the back there, so you are set right up if you are upstairs sleeping. And then this will fold down, ladder will connect to here to be able to jump up. On to the cockpit. So Ford E350 chassis. And let me just spin this on here. All right, so they've updated their gauge cluster for the past couple years. Looks good. Tire pressure monitoring is standard on these now, which is huge. A lot of times it used to be an aftermarket upgrade you'd have to get. They did go with the touchscreen controls right here. I don't know if I can, I don't think I have my coach battery on right now, which surprisingly, these are all off your coach batteries. Backup camera, such like that. Most of the time you can do some sort of screen pairing with it. So you get your phone on Google Maps, it'll show off here. Your fan controls and your cockpit controls and such. And I think that's about all the new and fancy stuff that Ford did. Traction control standard at this point now. I know it was an option a few years back, but I think that's about it. So I appreciate you guys following me around for the tour of the new 22 FE. Now keep in mind, this is probably the least expensive Class C on the market with a slide out as of right now. The Freedom Elite brand is a Camping World exclusive. Now, they're modeled after the Four Winds, which I'm sure most of you guys are very familiar with. Good, tried and true brand. Doesn't have every bell and whistle under the sun, but most people don't need every bell and whistle under the sun while they're camping. And if you do, you're probably not looking to spend as little as possible. So, I think this might be a good option for the entry-level Class C user. Plenty of storage space and such like that. And I would say if there's any other questions that I didn't go over in the video here, feel free to contact me directly. My name's Destin. I'm at Camping World in lovely Center Conway, and our number is 603-452-7291. You can also like this video and subscribe to me on YouTube here for more walkthrough videos just like this. Thanks, and have a wonderful day.